Hey guys, welcome to Von's Boutique. So this is going to be my first video that I have done, so please bear with me. It is not going to be perfect, but hopefully you guys stick with me on this journey and we can improve together. So I am going to be doing a simple look, well, what's simple for me, and I'm going to do like a brown and gold glitter cut crease, just something easy. So I am going to start, and I'm going to start with my brows. I definitely do believe that you should do brows before the rest of your face. And I am going to use Brow Boss from ColourPop in dark brown. And I am going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown as well. And I prefer a more natural look for my brows. I like the filled in look, but I don't like the extra bold brow look. And everybody is different, and to each his own. And I do have my glasses on for this part because I cannot see without them that well. So this is the only part of my makeup that I do with my glasses, just to make sure that they are even. So I'm going to start.
Yeah, I just do the under part of my brow first. I just line the bottom just to kind of get the shape that I want. And then just light strokes. And just top here. To brush these out. You can already see the difference. And then I'm going to just fill the ends. And just very lightly with this because a little bit goes a long way. When it's done, and as you can see, it's not super dark. Going back in with the dip brow. I'm going to brush this out. And I tried to go for my brows looking like sisters, not necessarily twins, but they are definitely related. And then what I'm going to do is conceal my brows.
And I am also going to lay a base for my eyeshadow. I do have hooded eyes, and the concealer works as a better primer for my eyes than any like eyeshadow primer that I've come across. So what I'm going to do is conceal them, and then I set them with a little bit of setting powder, and that tends to do the job for me. So I'm going to use the wand as a guide just to get it as close to my brow as I can. And then I'm just going to put a little bit down here. Oops, sorry. a small concealer brush just to bring it down. And bring it down to my lid.
Jessica was dropped off at school at 7:30 that morning by her mom.
And then I'm going to use a buffing brush just to smooth this out.
The school year was almost over. Because of exams, students got out at noon that day. Friends told police that Jessica had signed their yearbooks before she started walking home around 12:15.
And if you get a little in your brow, don't worry. You can always go back over it with the product that you use for your brow.
School here at Granada High. At some point, she was on the payphone where she contacted her mother.
Several students saw her leave.
And then I'm going to do the other one.
The next witness account we had was Jessica had been seen.
And I haven't been lining my brows for that long, especially like on the top, because you have to be really careful with the top, because I've seen some people who do that and you can see like the bristle marks from the brush.
Was sitting in her house watching TV. She looks out
So that's why I use the buffing brush, just to make the application as seamless as I can.
No, that was the last sighting of Jessica.
Police believe it was just minutes after that sighting that Jessica had been snatched off the street by her killer. No one ever heard anybody screaming.
So I have set my lids and I have lined up some tape, and I'm going to be using my Morphe 3502 palette. I'm missing 2 colors, but it's okay. So I am going to start with a transition shade. I'm going to use the shade Lighter, like one of the more comparable shades to my skin tone. So I'm going to be using this one here.
That was not possible. They just were not able to rule them.
And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush to get this color on here.
Advances in forensic science to finally get a definitive answer. More than 6 years after.
And I like using circular motions. It does
Using the latest technology.
apply the powder, the eyeshadow a little bit more evenly.
Provided by the 2 prime suspects.
They were able to determine that neither of the 2 gentlemen who found her were the donors of the semen.
After years of living under a cloud of suspicion, Lance Ishcomer and his friend were officially cleared as suspects. Did that leave the investigation at a standstill?
It really did. We didn't have any
I'm going to do the same over here.
That are very frustrating. You begin to question yourself. Is there any stone I left unturned that will lead to the identification of the person responsible for this crime?
The lack of progress in the case tore Jessica's family apart. You had so much to deal with. You're trying to hold your life together. You're trying to raise your kids, and you couldn't escape the fact that the investigation went on seemed to be going. How hard was that?
That was really hard. Every year, another anniversary would go by, knowing that the murderer was still out there.
For almost a decade, Jessica's family did everything they could.
And I'm going to clean the excess off of this brush. Oops. And then I'm going to use the same brush to go in with a darker shade,
We were handing out flyers. We put them on people's windshields.
just to build the color.
Proactive in trying to do whatever we could to help solve the case.
And finally, their hard work paid off. The
Putting mainly the darker colors
department reopened the
in
investigation. The cold case team pored over the files,
here because eventually I'm going to blend this into the glitter.
It was appalling to me. This is a very brazen individual.
Where did your motivation to solve
And, you
this
know,
case
just
come from?
pack that color
We're
in.
roughly the same age, and her name is also Jessica. So that brought a real personal passion for me, because I was just picturing my own daughter.
We're gonna do the same over
Put
here.
yourself in the mind of the victim and what she must have gone through. You can't help but feel the terror that she must have felt.
The new team went back to the beginning. They believed that whoever had killed Jessica McHenry had never been looked at as a suspect. What kind of a person did you think had killed Jessica?
It was apparent to me that it was someone that just enjoyed causing pain. This was somebody that could easily do this again.
I'm gonna clean the brush again and go in with the even darker color, darker brown, and it's going to do the same thing. I just want to build the color in
We found a report
the corners here
Jessica's murder
where
had been attacked while she was walking.
I'm going to blend
The same school Jessica went to. This girl,
the glitter into
a gentleman pulled up in a truck and got out and asked her for directions. The next thing she knew, he grabs her from behind.
The 15-year-old girl fought for her life.
She was terrified. She said that she remembered kicking and screaming. She said if he were able to get her foot in that truck and close the door, she knew she was going to die.
Somehow, a high school sophomore managed to escape and call police. 18-year-old Gregory Sato was arrested and convicted.
still working on building the color here.
Was playing over in his mind what he had done to her.
Did he come clean?
He pretty quickly realized that the hammer was coming down.
I've never seen her before.
Nothing's coming back at all.
I don't remember. Bound by the questions and allegations.
He denied any involvement, and at that point he decided he wanted a lawyer.
Before we go any further in this, I'd like some representation and refuse to answer any more questions concerning this matter.
Even though Moncada hadn't confessed, detectives believed the DNA match would seal his fate. Now, did you think you had enough at that point to get an indictment?
We absolutely did. We knew he had a good case.
Detectives notified Tammy Dunn that they had finally found her daughter's killer. Had you ever heard of Derek?
Well, no, did not, had not.
So we're talking about 16 years
Yeah,
of waiting.
yeah.
Did the news relieve any of your burden?
Was relieved to know that he was already incarcerated, so it wasn't like I had to worry about looking over my shoulder everywhere I went.
But that relief was short-lived. Jessica's family realized they would soon have to face Derek Moncada in the courtroom.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to go through a trial. Did I want to be there? How difficult was this going to be for the rest of my family to witness this trial?
It was very scary. Yeah, I was gonna have to go sit in a room with a person.
Okay, so I think that we are all done building the color for now. So now I am going to cut my crease. And this is a struggle for me, so bear with me.
Within hours of Greg and I leaving the prison after interviewing Moncada, he went back to his cell, and then he hung himself.
What was your reaction?
Derek was a dangerous individual. He was a very violent predator, and we knew that he would never hurt anybody again.
Moncada had left a suicide note behind in his cell. In it, he tried to denied committing the murder.
He basically said, I have disgraced the Moncada family name. He signed this note off by saying, death before dishonor. To me, all of that is an admission of what he did. And he knew that the family's name was going to be disgraced when he had to go to court.
How did you react?
It was stunning. It was a cowardly thing for him to do.
Did that anger you?
I was angered that he definitely took the easy way out. I mean, I was relieved that I wasn't going to have to witness his trial. But on the other hand, there was no, why did you pick my daughter? How did this happen? All of those questions will never be answered.
So that one actually came out pretty easy. Hopefully it's the same for this other eye.
Held a news conference to announce that DNA testing had left no doubt about who had murdered Jessica McHenry.
We are confident that Derek Moncada is responsible for Jessica McHenry's death.
In the end, do you think justice was served?
Derek will not be able to do this to anybody else's child. And although he didn't get justice in court, I feel very good knowing that he won't victimize another little girl.
Jessica's loved ones continue to honor her memory every day of their lives. They know she would have grown up to be an accomplished and extraordinary woman. It seems clear to me that you try to keep Jessica's spirit very much alive.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I know that her siblings think about her a lot, and somehow that I feel that she is kind of their guardian angel. Kind of give credit to her for watching out for them.
She was such a happy person in all of our lives. I try to think about the good times as much as possible, but it's very hard not to think about how she was ripped away from me.
So we got that done, and one thing I'm going to do is just find a clean concealer brush and just kind of tap the excess product off.
What is it that you reflect upon?
Just what a joy she was to have. She was she was a good daughter.
On the day that authorities announced that Jessica McHenry's case had finally been solved, her family got disturbing news. Her killer, Derek Moncada, had been buried in the same cemetery as Jessica following his suicide. Tammy Dunn has filed numerous appeals with the Diocese of Oakland asking that his grave be moved. I'm Paula Zahn. Join us again next time when we're back on the case.
Thank you for watching Investigation Discovery.
So now that we have that, I'm going to put more color on, and I'm going to use the darkest brown that I have. I'm just going to hope that my concealer is dry. It is still a little tacky, so I'm going to wait a little bit.
So, our concealer isn't as tacky as it was before, so hopefully this works. And I'm going to take the darkest brown and just lightly. Just trying to blend this out. And I'm going to wet my eyeshadow just a little bit. And then I'm going to take glitter. What is it called? It is called Bronze Spell. And I'm just going to pop that in my cut crease. And then I'm going to just buff this out before it dries. And now I'm gonna let that dry. I'll let that dry. We're gonna come over here. So I'm going to finish this eye, and then I will be back.
Okay, so I finished my eyes and I put my liner on. I'm going to put lashes on now. And I am just using some Ardell Wispies. I try to wear more natural lashes just because under my glasses anything else pushes up against my glasses. And I'm going to be using the Duo Clear Adhesive.
That omission became even more suspicious when police spoke with the teen. She said that after their romantic encounter, she had called Scott around 4 a.m. to tell him she had gotten home safe. Did you think that was the beginning?
And on top of my cut crease, I did put a little bit more glitter. I used this NYX liquid glitter. It's gold.
At her house, shortly before Pete Coltrane had discovered his daughter's body on Saturday morning. Police believe they were closing in on Janet Walsh's killing. They asked Scott to take a lie detector
I am still learning how to put lashes on the best way. I am trying different techniques as far as placement. I haven't found what works best for me, but I definitely do get them on.
To the one critical question, did he participate?
And I don't use like the tweezers or anything because I do have my nails, and that tends to help.
He again failed.
And I do put my lashes on first, and then I will put mascara on.
He denied any involvement.
weren't buying it. They thought that Marilyn Disco and money woes were the motive for Janet Walsh's violent murder. When you added up all these facts, what did you think you had?
There was a number of things that made him look guilty. He was the prime suspect.
So those are on. So we're going to let them dry, and I'm going to prime my face. What did I do with it? Because
I tend to be a little bit oily. I am going to be using this makeup forever. Skin equalizer. It does mattify. It's hard to get out the tube. And this I literally just put like here because that's where I get the oiliest. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to use an e.l.f. primer. And this is the Mineral Infused Face Primer. And I'm going to use my favorite
foundation right now, and that is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I use it in the shade Camel.
She was 17, she was a couple months before 18, and I think in my mind,
And I use a brush first just to kind of get it to where I need it to be. And then I will use a beauty blender to buff it out and make it as seamless as I can. And I will be using a Real Techniques foundation brush.
And in their eyes, that didn't make you very believable.
I knew the situation I was in, I knew it wasn't good.
And the foundation just squirted all over me, so give me a second.
They sensed it was just a matter of time before he confessed. Witnesses placed you at the
Okay, there we go.
on the morning of January's murder.
I know I'm looking a little crazy right now, but it's going to all come together, I promise. And I'm going to bring it down my face. And then I'm going to spray my face with the Mario Pikachu lavender spray just to get my face some more moisture. Even though I am using a blender, the spray just kind of thins it out a little bit more for me. And then I'm going to use my 50 ml purple tart in the 320 again. And I don't like the extra heavy highlighted look for underneath my eyes. And then what I found that I like is to put just a little here. And it kind of sets my contour. And then I'm going to use a smaller blender brush. Not blender brush, blender. Beauty blender. And I am going to just blend this out. And then just going to bring this down a little bit. And now we have that done, I'm going to do the contour. And I used it in my photogenic concealer. I used this in Deep Golden. And I just make it meet to where I did that line. Put a little here. And I do just kind of go over that again with my beauty blender just so it's not as harsh. And then I will do my contour. And I know it's kind of crazy again, but I swear it'll come together. Okay, so that's all done. So I am going to quickly just clean up a little bit, and then I will get ready to set my face. And I will share my setting technique with you. So I'll be right back.
Okay guys, so I am ready to set. I use 3 setting powders to set my face. and I know it may seem a little bit excessive, but that is what works for me. So for under my eyes and my forehead, I do use the Huda Beauty Easy Bag that I showed you before in the banana bread. And I am using my Morphe brush, and this is one of my sponge, and this is what I use for setting, and I do use both sides.
So I'm going to go underneath my eyes. And I do just go up the side of my nose.
And the next one that I'm going to be using is the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Honey. And I use it for here.
Convinced the state crime lab to re-examine the evidence to see if they could find something to jumpstart the investigation.
Several of the items of evidence, one, looking at it again under new technology, which is an alternate light source, and this light source.
And I just use it to highlight, well, cut where the contour would be.
I thought it was a long shot.
But a few weeks later, Detective Gall got an amazing phone call.
And then the final shade that I use is again Huda Beauty, but this is the Cinnamon Bun, and I just use this to deepen my contour. And I use a brush for this. final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It came out better than I expected, so I hope that you like and subscribe and follow me on all my platforms, and I will see you next time. Thanks.